Minecraft is a universe unto itself. You can do so much, from creating awesome builds, epic farms and massive cities, to adventuring with friends, adventuring alone, and of course, mass destruction. You can shape the world how you want, and in this series, we're going to be taking that even further, because sadly, there's one thing vanilla Minecraft lacks: movement. And an end update. But no matter how great you build, it's always hard to make a world look alive. Enter the Create mod. Most of you have probably heard of Create. It's an incredible mod that adds steam engines, conveyor belts, factory components, trains, and a whole bunch of new blocks to let you create anything you can imagine, alongside giving you whole new ways to generate resources and explore your creativity. So we're going to start a new long-term series focused around this mod. But why stop there? I've also added a few other mods to allow for better storage, inventory management, better villages, a bunch of new blocks, and a whole host of new mobs for every single environment. Even the end.
What is that?
And the last thing we're going to do to switch up this experience for ourselves is to turn on large biomes, meaning that each biome is up to 16 times bigger than a regular Minecraft world. This is going to make resources rarer and open up opportunities to create new ways to traverse the world. Trains. I'm talking about trains. And this is it, we've just spawned into our brand new world and I couldn't be more excited. Although that zoom was pretty cool, that was very exciting. What I'm slightly less excited about is the fact we seem to have started in a savanna. And considering we're using large biomes, we could be stuck in a savanna for a while. First things first though, let's maybe get to the top of this hill and see if that's true and see what we're actually dealing with here. Well, it appears we're dealing with savanna as far as I can see, but, oh look, a gnat. Easily distracted. But look at this, look, we do have a massive mountain range there, which is very cool, but I don't know, it's a savanna. Do we really want to be starting in a savanna? Probably not. What's that? Is that a kangaroo? Awesome. I'm loving the additional wildlife already. This is very cool. But before we make any decisions, let's do all the beginning Minecraft things. Punch some trees and get some tools. Basic tools acquired, now we could do with some food. We've only got one apple and I don't think that's going to be enough to sustain us. Can we eat kangaroo? Well, we have kangaroo meat, so I'm going to take that as a yes. What about you as well? Oh, they fight back. Wow, they hit quite hard as well. Jeez. But more importantly, there's some sheep there and we could really do with their wool. Sorry. And although we could make a bed, I think for now what we're going to do is make a sleeping bag, which is the comforts mod that I've added purely for the sleeping bag. To be honest, I think that's the only thing in the mod. But that means that as we're traveling around, we can randomly sleep in places and it's not going to reset our spawn. Not that we actually have one at the moment. All these mountain ranges around here are looking very cool. We're going to have to build something around here at some point. One, because it's spawn, of course. We spawn just over there. But also, it just looks absolutely awesome. But I think what I want to do is to try and find the edge of the savannah and see what other biomes we've got around, which could be quite the walk for us, but who knows what we'll see along the way. Is that an elephant? No, that's a rhino. I don't think I want to go punch a rhino. Let's go the long way round. Oh, we have an emu. I don't think I want to kill that either. To be honest, we've got a few different meat types on us already. I don't want to overload my inventory with those. And I am seeing nothing but savanna on this walk so far. It's just savanna as far as the eye can see. Oh, and I appear to be hungry, so I guess I'm stopping here to cook some stuff, and then we'll just keep on running. And while we explore the savanna, let's chat a little bit more about what we're going to be doing with this series. So the main focus is, of course, the Create mod, and that means we're going to be doing lots of industrialization of the Minecraft world. And to really make that work, what I want to do is have different sort of settlements, different villages, sometimes even just different buildings or out-of-the-way factories that will have a certain resource that they're going to be producing and then shipping all that back to a kind of a central hub or port city of some kind. Which means we're going to get to play around with the Create trains quite a lot, which is going to be a lot of fun, but it also means we can build up a few different towns, a few different settlements, and they're all going to kind of have their own themes. And with that in mind, that's why this is definitely going to be a long-term world. But the beauty of it is, it's my modded world, and it's not hardcore, which means it doesn't matter if I die, which is going to be a nice relief, to be honest with you. But mainly I'm just looking forward to building up all these different towns, these different areas, and there's a village over there. That's awesome. And also what we can do is link up a lot of these villages. So on the train routes between different factories and things like that, we could even build little train stations in these villages. And these are the better villages, which means you get cool buildings like that windmill, although it appears to be floating. I don't know if that's classed as better or not. Probably not. But I just want to make a fully immersive world. And there's also going to be a few other treats and surprises down the road. But, well, we'll get to them much later in the series. So in this village, it looks like there's a bunch of buildings we can loot, which is going to be quite good. But I think I'm going to need some space. And for that, we're going to make a backpack. And this will give us basically an extra chest's worth of inventory space, which is going to be marvelous. But I need to get myself some string. We don't have any of that. And I need more leather. I think I've only got 2 leather at the moment. Yes. Can kangaroo hide be turned into leather? Oh, saw it. It can. 2 for 1. Oh, excellent. Cool. So we've got the 4 leather we need. And to be honest, I think we can get wool by chucking it into the millstone here. Not wool, string. What I mean is, I think we can get string by chucking the wool into there. Seems to be doing something. We can. Excellent. Okay, so we just need 3 more bits of wool. Are there any sheep around that are about to have a terrible, terrible afternoon? These elephants are awesome. But I don't see any sheep. I wonder if the villagers have any. Or maybe we'll find some string in their houses. Let's do a little bit of looting and see what we can find. Ooh, leather. Aha, cobwebs. They can be turned into string. Although I think I need a sword for that. 2 more cobwebs and we'll be done. Well, I've looted half the village, but the good news is I should be able to make my backpack now. Excellent, and look at all that extra space we've got. So let's quickly sort out a few bits and bobs that we know we want to keep. Saplings are probably going to come in handy because we don't know where we're going to end up. And one tiny quality of life mod I've added is this little curios thing. And what that means is I can put my backpack on my back, and not only does it show up, but it also doesn't take up my armor slot. And I've got a head slot here as well, which means I can wear the create goggles and not lose my head slot. So we're doing good. Let's loot this place, shall we? Oh, and I've just remembered something else I've actually done is I've got a mod that gives all the villagers names. Okay, that one's actually Jesus. Okay, I've just met Jesus. I was not expecting to do that today. But it's such a tiny little thing. Hey there, Renee. It's such a tiny little thing, but it makes me so happy. So happy I'm going to steal everything they own. Sorry, Renee. My wheat now. Well, that's the village looted, and I've done pretty well. I've got some shiny things, and most importantly, I've actually managed to get a saddle and some leather horse armor and a lead. So, if we can find ourselves a horse, that's going to make getting around these large biomes much easier. And that bit over there looks like a different biome. I see bees and trees. So I think that's the direction we're going to head, and we'll keep an eye out for any horses in the meantime. I think what I'm going to do is head up to the top of that hill. There doesn't seem to be any trees up there, which means I should get a good view, and we'll have a look around the area and see if there's anywhere that might be good for setting up camp, because my inventory is pretty much already full, and it'd be nice to be able to offload somewhere. Is this what I think it is? Is that onion? It is. Excellent. Onions are going to come in handy in a little bit, because we do also have the Farmer's Delight mod on here, which basically gives us a much better variety of food and means I can spend some time in the kitchen. We love a bit of cooking. Oh, we're so nearly at the top. Oh, my days. Ooh. Oh, this is nice. And is that a jungle in the background? It looks like it might be. Jungle wood as well. Oh, I like this basin, though. And lots of iron on the top. This could be quite nice. We've also got a village over there, of course, that we've just come from. So villager trading would be on the cards as well. This could be the spot, you know. This could be the spot. Let's have a little look over this way. In fact, I should probably eat something before I fall over. There's a nice lush valley over there as well. Okay, that's looking pretty good. And what's off this way? That's pretty cool too. It looks like we've got the start of a river down there. And of course the jungle over the back. I think I like this. And in fact, if we look on the map as well, that does look very cool. We've got a nice little area here. We've got some rivers going around. And of course, we've got the savannah and more mountains and such over this way. Well, my mind's made up. I think what I'm going to do is head down here. We're going to punch some trees. We'll give ourselves a bit of a flatter area down the bottom here. And to be honest, I think we're just going to build ourselves a nice little tent for now. And then basically go off and explore the wider area, because really would like spruce and dark oak. I mean, they're the best woods. How can I possibly build my starter house without those two? Some mangrove would be nice too, but I don't think I've got any chance of finding that anytime soon. I reckon that'll be enough space for our tents. The only problem we've got is, what are we going to build it out of? We don't really have much apart from wood, really. Although there is some calcite up in the cliffs as well, and we can probably get some wool if we can find some sheep. So maybe we'll do a nice white tent, use a bit of birch, a bit of calcite and some wool. And I think that should get us set up nicely. Let's go find some sheep. Well, I see some sheep and some raccoons. We don't need those. We need the sheep. Yoink. Well, I've been harvesting wool from those 5 sheep for an entire Minecraft day, and I've got 59. Oh, hello. And I've got 60 wool. That should hopefully be enough. And what I want to do now is head back up the mountain and grab some of that calcite. I think that should work nicely as well. Ooh, diorite. Yeah, that'll work as well. I think that's the first time I've ever been excited about diorite. Oh, did the phoenix just do that? I mean, what does that actually mean? Receive a blessing from the great and noble sunbird. Do I have a thing? What's this? Sunbird's blessing. I don't know what that means, but thank you. Pretty bird. Oh, I can kind of float down. It's like low gravity or something. And it's already run out. Well, that was fun while it lasted. But I think we should now have enough calcite, wool, and of course diorite as well now to actually be able to build ourselves a nice little tent down here. So I'm going to start by digging out a nice little hole here for it. This will just mean that we have a little bit more headroom when we're standing inside. And then we'll line the edges here with barrels because this is going to be our storage initially. And I'm going to fill in the floor with some slabs here as well. So let's just get some of this tent marked out. We'll start with a bit of wool, but we're probably not actually going to have enough to do the whole thing. So we might have to texture as we go, but that's not a problem. Well, it looks like we did have enough wool after all. But either way, we still need to texture this up a little bit. So let's just mix in some of these other blocks. Ooh, the calcite goes really well. Maybe we can even mix in just a couple of bits of birch as well. This tent's even got mold. That's disgusting. But it's okay. It's only a temporary shelter. I don't intend on leaving this here for too long. I think what I'm going to do at the back here is just a little trapdoor wall. And on the inside here, we should probably think about getting a bed down. There we go. And set my spawn while I'm here. And for a bit of additional storage in here, we're also going to use these half drawers, which are hopefully going to work out quite handy for us, although we do need a few more. Just added a bit of birch to the front, and I think that helps a little bit, at least for now. We'll also get a few leaves scattered around, just make it look like it's been here a while. I mean, it is moldy after all. Plus, you know me, I love my leaves. All right, that's not looking too shabby. Now, what do we want to do in here? I need to get a crafting table in somewhere for a start. Maybe I can just jam that in over there. But I also want to move my furnace in there, and I can't hold all that stuff. Let me dump some stuff off. There we go. So let's stick my furnace in the middle, and maybe we should also make a blast furnace and one of the other ones. What's it called? A smoker. A smoker in particular, I feel, will be very handy for us. A few minutes later, and I think we're looking pretty good. I've got my first little create contraption in here. Look at this. We have a grindstone, which we're probably not going to need to use. But the important thing is, it exists. We've got all our cookers at the back. We've got a bed. We've got plenty of storage. And, of course, a crafting table. And even a campfire out the front here. Although we haven't got any seating at the moment. But for that, I think I want to use a different wood. We've used the birch. We've used the oak. I need something a bit different down here for that, which means we need to go adventuring. But before we can do that, I'm going to sort all this mess out and make sure I'm taking the bits with me that I'm going to need. Mainly my saddle and my horse armor. I really want to find a horse. Everything's been cleared away. It's looking a lot tidier around here, and I've still got plenty of space for storage. I'll just sort of start using these when I get multiple stacks of things, I think. However, before we leave, there's a few more things I want to do. One of which is to get myself some iron armor. Easy enough and better than the golden leather that we did have. And I also want to make myself a new pickaxe. And if possible, I want to try and upgrade my backpack, which I think I can do that. And that should give me twice as much storage. Oh, look at that. So much space. And I also want to make one of these, which is a crafting upgrade for the backpack. And that will basically just mean that I've always got a crafting table on me. And I think I should be able to do that. Oh, we haven't quite got enough string, but it's okay. We have our wonderful grinder. We are going to use it after all. So we can just use this hand crank and get it working. Good stuff. So if we make one of those and then grab a chest, we should have everything we need now for one of those. And we'll put that in this slot here, which basically, as I say, gives us a permanent crafting table. How awesome is that? There's a whole bunch of other upgrades here as well. Another one I would really like is this one, and I reckon I can probably make that as well, you know? But what that upgrade does, which is even better, is it will automatically swap my tools. So if I'm chopping down a tree, of course, it's going to use the axe, not a problem, exactly what you'd expect. That's what I had in my hand. But as soon as I start going for dirt, it actually switches out automatically to the shovel. And then back to the tree, it will go back to an axe, and so on. And that just makes my life a lot easier. It means I only have to use one hotbar slot for my tools, and I really wish I hadn't started chopping down this tree. I hate the big oak trees. So I've got food, I've got my horsey bits, I've got a sleeping bag, and I'm going to take a bit of iron, some emeralds, some wood, and some sticks with me as well, just so I can replace things as we go. But I think we're good to go and explore, and it looks like we've got some visitors running around as well. So let's just get moving. If I remember correctly, there was a river just over this way, and I'm thinking that might not be a bad place to start, because that way we can do a whole bunch of traveling and not use up all our food. And there it is, the start of the river. Excellent. Are there any? Oh, there are. There's a horse. There's a horse right there. Although if we're going in the river, having a horse now probably isn't going to be particularly useful. Oh, he's got a good jump height. Speed is not too awful. We'll train him up anyway. We'll save him for later. There we go, best friends forever. So you just stay right here until later, okay, sir? Right, let's go, see what we can find. Ooh, there's a turtle. Hey, turtle. Well, straight away, we've got another village. Nice. Do some robbing. Village has been looted. We didn't do too bad. We got our first diamond. We got a few swords and a few other bits and bobs. But I think I just want to jump back in the river. I really want to find myself some dark oak. We do need jungle as well, but that's fine. We can grab that anytime because that's right on our doorstep. But for now, let's just head downriver until we find some spruce and dark oak. This could take a while. So cool. Wait a minute. It's just occurred to me. I've actually got a mod on here that might help. So if we can make ourselves one of these, then we should be good. But I don't think I've got any redstone on me. Have I? Oh, I do. We looted the place and things. Excellent. Right, so we need to make a compass. And then we just need some wood and some saplings. And, well, that's easy enough. I can't believe I forgot I had this thing on there. Ridiculous. Ooh, I got a banana. So if we make ourselves one of these, what we can do is select a biome, and it should hopefully show us where it is. So let's try this one. All right, okay. So there is one 4,700 blocks. Wow, that's quite the distance. We need to go 3,000 blocks this way, and we need to go 3,000 blocks this way. Wow, okay, it's quite the journey, but it'll be worth it because we'll get dark oak. This is boring. There's nothing in here. So now would be a really good time to find a horse. What is that? They're termites. Oh, how cool are they? They're carrying little things and everything. Only 4,500 blocks to go. Oh, there's a gorilla. Monkeys. Oh, they are awesome. The question is, can you turn monkeys into pets? How cool would that be? Have a little pet monkey. I do have a banana. I wonder. Do you like bananas? You do. Ooh. Oh, I really want to try and train a monkey. We'll save that till we're a bit closer to home, though, because otherwise he's going to get stranded out here. But that is awesome. It looks like we might be able to tame them. Onwards. Progress update, we've got just over 1,000 blocks to go, and I'm sick of the jungle. Honestly, it's been 5,000 blocks of jungle and rivers. But, you know, large biomes, you get what you asked for, I guess. Oh, hello. I think we've just found ourselves a trail ruin. Problem is, I don't really have the things to actually to make use of that right now. What I am going to do, though, is add a waypoint for that. Never know, may come in handy in the future. Oh, and finally, look, a different biome as well. We've only got 500 blocks to go. Oh, we haven't even got that. Look, there's one right there. Oh, I'm so happy. It has taken 4 in-game days to get here, but we're finally going to get some dark oak, and we're going to chop down a whole bunch of it, not because we want the wood right now, but because I want as many saplings as possible. I don't want to risk running out once we get home. Well, I've got a bunch of saplings, and I'm thinking while I'm this far out, I may as well have a little look and see if we've actually got a tiger anywhere near here, because we still need spruce. And hopefully it's not too far. That's 5,200 blocks. Are you kidding me? 5,200 blocks. Well, I may as well make the trek now. We're halfway there. I'll let you know if anything interesting happens along the way. Oh, great. Now we've got bears. Maybe let's not go too close to the bears. Oh no! I'm so many blocks out.